All right, so my protein pancakes are ready to eat, and the total calories for this meal came. All right, so what's up, everyone? So I'm gonna teach you how to make a protein pancake with just 5 ingredients. So the ingredients that you're gonna want is gonna be 1 egg, 1 whole banana, a bit of cinnamon, the protein of your choice, and a bit of almond milk. All right, so the utensils that you're gonna need for this meal is a fork and a spatula. All right, so the way we're gonna start is we're gonna crack the egg into the bowl. So then the banana, you're gonna peel it.
You're gonna voice over, right?
What?
You're gonna voice over?
Yeah. You're gonna peel the banana. To make it easier, I do halves, and then all you want to do is just mush it. It's gonna be much like this consistency. Like that's really how you want it. If you put the whole banana like all together, it's gonna be harder to like mush like all together. So that's why I do a half at a time, and it gives you a nice pump because it's a little hard to mush. All right, that should be enough. Then you want to do the other half. Smush it. You can always use a blender or like a shaker to shake everything together. But in case you don't have one, you can always use a fork. It'll work just as good. Well, not you'll probably it'll work. It'll work fine. All right, bam, 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 bam. Let me mush more of the banana. All right, so now this is really your preference. I do about a scoop and a half of the protein I use. And now same with the fork, I just blend it all together. Just like this. It has to blend all together. At this point, you should have if you've ever made like an oatmeal protein bowl, it should have roughly around the same consistency. There, you see? So this is basically your batter that you're gonna cook the pancakes with. Ooh, look at that batter, pretty smooth. You want to mix it all up real good. All right, well, once it's all mushed up, really creamy, you want to add a little bit of cinnamon. Not too much because the cinnamon, I've noticed that really overpowers like whatever you're dressing it to. So I don't put too much cinnamon. Perfect. Look how consistent it is. So now what you want to do is add just a splash of almond milk, just so it's more like watery and so you could cook a little more. Just a little bit, little splash. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it also helps with it not sticking too much, so it'll be easier to flip. Look at that. Yeah, it made it more softer. Okay. All right, once it's ready, we're gonna warm up our pan, our oven, whatever. I'm gonna just warm it up for a little bit, have it on warm. And for it not to stick, I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. It's about to run out. That's like nothing left. Fuck. Damn it. Damn it. I just don't want the excess fat calories, so that's why I don't want to use like regular oil. So I'm gonna just make do with whatever comes out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna just make do with whatever. All right, so if your batter looks like this, it's more than ready. It's falling down easily. It's not too stiff. It's gonna cook just fine. This is good. All right, so another utensil that you're gonna need is one of this. I don't know what you call it, but a big ass spoon. All right, so I had it warm up for like 2-3 minutes. So I just drop it, depending how many pancakes I want to do. Damn, I might do 3. Message. Okay. Depending how big, whatever you use to take them out the bowl, it'll be the size, or like however you want to fill it up. I think I have just enough space and enough for 3 whole ones. So this is all protein, so you want to get everything out. You don't want to leave no protein behind. Damn. As long as they're not touching. Fuck. Get all that protein. All right, so right after I put all 3 of them in there, I raised up the temperature to 300 for like a few minutes. So you know they're almost ready when the bubbles they start to appear on the pancake. I think this one's gonna be a little hard to flip. Yeah, just let them cook. Yeah, they're still way too early, so I gotta let them more heat. Okay, so we've already given it about 3-4 minutes. Some bubbles are starting to appear, and you also just want to play around with like the sides if it's almost ready to flip. I think this one should be ready to flip, so we're gonna. Ooh, perfect. All right, this requires a little finesse. Ooh, that was nice. All right, the next one. Ooh, nice. And last one. Ooh, okay. All right. Wow. This is the best batch I've ever made. All right, so now we let them cook for it's 12:27. Let's wait till about let's give it another 2-3 minutes. All right, so it's been about 2-3 minutes after we flipped it to the other side, and now look, they're more than ready. They're ready to eat. Fuck. Ooh, 3 protein pancakes. All right, so my protein pancakes are ready to eat, and the total calories for this meal came out to 388 calories, 44 grams of protein, 37 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. So to make this a little more tastier, what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of honey. Of course, I'm gonna track this as well, but what I add is about a teaspoon, real quick. And with adding the honey, let's see how much calories it adds. It's about a teaspoon. 450. Nothing too crazy, and 55 grams of carbs. Perfect if you're cutting for breakfast. And for meal prepping as well, you can make a big batch and just save them in the refrigerator for your next mornings. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy. This is the protein pancake.